And we're back here on the weekend edition of the Larry Manetti Show. I'm Ray Holder, sitting in for Mike Horn. Sitting across from me are the lovely Manettis, Larry and Nancy.
Nelson, I want to ask you, how did you get from Chicago to Las Vegas?
How did I get to Vegas?
Yeah, from Chicago. Or did it go that way?
No. From Chicago, before Chicago, I traveled USA, the Midwest, St. Louis, Omaha, Santa Fe, Albuquerque. I did the round, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It took me a while. By the time I came to Vegas, I came in 1964. I already had what you call an act set. I didn't come here to breaking my act. And I came in 64, and a gentleman called George Soros, he became my manager later, and he said, Nelson, I want to introduce you to somebody. They took me to the Thunderbird. There was a show there, and the guy says, oh, so you're an entertainer? I said, okay, I'll give you a spot in my show right then and there.
Oh, so
and he put me on.
So they had like a review there.
Yeah, they had a review, yes.
Yeah, right, okay.
And I went and I did my stuff. And the guy says, I'll call you. I say, yeah, right. So about maybe, I thought it was going to be the end of that. So about 6-7 months later, out of the blue, he says, Nelson, I got you a job. And I came to Vegas to work on the review called Girls a la Carte. It was an afternoon show. And from that, things started happening. They took me out of the lounge to be the last opening act for Judy Garland.
Oh, wow.
And, I got history. People don't know.
You are hot. You're hot.
Hot stuff. I mean, I made a movie with Mae West. That's another story in itself, but it's very visual. And, it's funny stuff, fun, good stuff. You know what I mean?
So now, what is this about? You're a fast draw, or you can twirl the gun, or is it both?
Well, my father was a cop, so guns was always around, but I mean that was it. Now in 1963, I traveled the South with a lady that was a star, and we did a lot of shows for in the hospitals and things. When we had free time.
Right.
And when I left, the state police gave me an imitation gun and a badge. I was more impressed with the badge. And for 1 year, without telling people, I was clowning around in my room by myself, surrounded by Indians, of course. and after 1 year, one guy saw me, says, why don't you do that on the show? I said, what am I going to do on the show, with the guns? So actually, at the time, I created a gay cowboy, which you could no longer do that now because it would be, politically incorrect, even though it was funny as hell. And the gay people that came to see me, they loved it because this was a gay cowboy. He was wonderful. He just want to redecorate the desert.
That's hysterical.
He said the cactus should be to the left.
I love it.
Was so actually I did it. I did it enough times that I even had the pleasure to show Sammy Davis a couple of things, and he never wanted to do the guns with me, even though I say, Sammy, you're the star. I'll drop my guns to make you look good.
So you were a fast...
We never did, yeah.
So you were a fast draw.
Yeah, so, and then I became a collector of firearms. I have some interesting pieces. And also by doing that, I started a collection of police paraphernalia.
Wow.
I have over 6,000 shoulder patches, over 300 badges, caps, hats, handcuffs, ankle cuffs, and 2 prisoners. Nice.
Nelson, I know you do a lot of charity work.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
I started the one that still goes around, and that's called the Nelson Sardelli Star Shine. We shine shoes to raise money for the mentally retarded children. Now, you see, that's another term that you don't use it anymore.
No,
but when I started doing this in the 60s, retardation or mental handicap, as you know it now, was a closet thing, and people thought of it as a disease when it's really a condition. And I actually helped to get it out of the closet and bring it forth.
How can
I had Starshine. We get all the stars and politicians, community leaders. We shine shoes to to raise money. And you'd be surprised that people that I had shiny shoes, like Paul Anka, governors, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, like shiny shoes. He didn't shine mine. And yeah, I took it everywhere I went. In fact, we're due to do one in Vegas very soon, so help me God, because we're bringing it back.
Well, let us know what the date is. And,
I want you there. I want you there.
I'll shine shoes.
Nelson,
I know you do.
Nelson, is there a website for this charity? Or not
No,
yet?
there's side. It just meshes it on my website itself. But I always being funny about certain things about charity, even though we need the publicity for. I like to keep it separate, because if you do this and you get too much recognition, then it eliminates the karma that you should really receive from a higher court instead of just.
Well, will you please let us know when the show is up and coming?
I will let you know everything.
And we will be happy to publicize it here.
I thank you.
Well, we thank you. We thank you for being with us and being a fabulous guest. We love you.
Arrivederci, Nelson. I look forward to seeing you.
You gotta come to Vegas and see the bridge I built over my swimming pool.
Invite me to shine shoes, and I'll come in.
You got it. You got anytime.
Great. Thanks a lot, Nelson. We really appreciate you coming out on the show today.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Thank you. Love you.
God bless you.
This is one of the.
Bye-bye. Bless you too. Bye-bye.
This is one of the most talented men, and if you get a chance, you got to go into Vegas to see him.